Amazon Web Services offers a comprehensive set of services to help you manage big data. Amazon offers Amazon Elastic MapReduce, Amazon Kinesis, AWS Data Pipeline, and machine learning services. Amazon Elastic MapReduce is a web service that makes it easy to quickly and cost-effectively process vast amounts of data. It simplifies big data processing. Amazon Kinesis is a cloud-based service for real-time data processing over large distributed data streams. Amazon Kinesis can continuously capture and store terabytes of data per hour from hundreds of thousands of sources such as website clickstreams, financial transactions, social media feeds, IT logs, and location tracking events. AWS Data Pipeline is a web service that helps you reliably process and move data between different AWS compute and storage services, as well as on-premise data sources at specified intervals. With AWS Data Pipeline, you can regularly access your data wherever it is stored, transform it, process it at scale, and efficiently transfer the results to AWS services such as S3, RDS, DynamoDB, or Amazon Elastic MapReduce. Amazon Machine Learning is a service that makes it easy for developers of all skill levels to use machine learning technology. Amazon Machine Learning provides visualization tools and wizards that guide you through the process of creating machine learning models without having to learn complex machine learning algorithms and technology. Now, let's take a look at the application services. AWS offers a variety of application services. Amazon Simple Queue Service, or SQS, provides a hosted queue for storing messages as they travel between computers, making it easy to build automated workflow between web services. Amazon Simple Workflow Service, or SWF, is a task coordination and state management service for cloud applications. Amazon AppStream is a flexible, low latency service that lets you stream resource-intensive applications and games from the cloud. Amazon Elastic Transcoder is media transcoding in the cloud. It is a fully managed service that makes it easy to convert media files in the cloud with scalability and at a low cost. Amazon Simple Email Service, or SES, is a highly scalable and cost-effective bulk and transactional email sending service for the cloud. Amazon Cloud Search is a fully managed search service in the cloud that allows customers to easily integrate fast and highly scalable search functionality into their applications. Amazon Simple Notification Service, or SNS, is a fast, flexible, and fully managed push messaging service. Amazon Flexible Payment Service facilitates the digital transfer of money between two entities, humans or computers. Next up in the building blocks, we have deployment and management and security and administration. So let's move on to the next slide. For deployment and management solutions, Amazon Web Services provides several services that enable administrators and developers to increase their productivity when working with applications running in the cloud. This includes services to help with the management of credentials for access to AWS services, to monitor applications, to create and update stacks of AWS resources, deploy applications, use hardware security modules, and log AWS API activity. Two of the application management services that AWS offers are AWS Elastic Beanstalk and AWS OpsWorks. AWS Elastic Beanstalk is an easy-to-use service for deploying and scaling web applications and services developed with Java, .NET, PHP, Node.js, Python, Ruby, and Docker. There is no additional charge for Elastic Beanstalk. You only pay for the AWS resource needed to store and run your applications. AWS OpsWorks is an application management service that makes it easy to deploy and operate applications of all shapes and sizes. You can define the application's architecture and the specification of each component, including package installation, software configuration, and resources such as storage. Elastic Beanstalk automatically handles deployment, capacity provisioning, load balancing, auto-scaling to application health monitoring. At the same time, you retain full control over the AWS resources powering your application and can access the underlying resources at any time. If you would like to use building block services, then you can use CloudFormation. AWS CloudFormation gives developers and system administrators an easy way to create, manage, provision, and update a collection of related AWS resources in an orderly and predictable fashion. AWS Code Deploy is a service that automates code deployments to any instance, including Amazon EC2 instances and also instances running on premise. It makes it easier for you to rapidly release new features, helps you avoid downtime during deployments, and handles the complexity of updating your applications. You can use Code Deploy to automate deployments, eliminating the need for error-prone manual operations. And the service scales with your infrastructure, so you can easily deploy to one instance or thousands. Alright, now let's take a look at the security and administration building block. For the exam, security and administration is a very important topic. So make sure that you understand the security module in the course, which we will be covering later on as we progress. AWS Identity and Access Management, or IAM, enables you to securely control access to AWS services and resources for your users. Using IAM, you can create and manage AWS users and groups and use permissions to allow and deny their access to AWS resources. AWS Directory Service is a managed service that allows you to connect your AWS resources with an existing on-premise Microsoft Active Directory, or to set up a new standalone directory in the AWS cloud. Connecting to an on-premise directory is easy, and once this connection is established, all users can access AWS resources and applications with their existing corporate credentials. This is normally known as single sign-on. Amazon CloudWatch is a monitoring service for AWS cloud resources and the applications. You can use Amazon CloudWatch to collect and track metrics, collect and monitor log files, and set alarms. CloudWatch can monitor AWS resources such as Amazon EC2, DynamoDB tables. You can use CloudWatch to gain system-wide visibility into the resource utilization and application performance. AWS CloudTrail is a web service that records AWS API calls for your account and delivers log files to you. AWS Config is a fully managed service that provides you with an AWS resource inventory, configuration history, and configuration change notifications. These capabilities enable compliance, auditing compliance, security analysis, resource change tracking, and troubleshooting. AWS Trusted Advisor acts like your customized cloud expert, and it helps you provision your resources by following best practices. AWS also offers some mobile services and enterprise applications. We will not be covering these in this course. However, I wanted to bring them up so that you know that these services exist.